Hello, welcome to another video on the Honestly Hayden YouTube channel. Alright, I want this to be a shorter video because I don't have a lot to talk about. I have one thing I want to talk about, so I'll play as this character because I'm not the best at the game. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was, it feels like my opinions don't matter all too much to most people. And you might be wondering, why do you care? Why does that matter? I guess you wouldn't be wondering. That would be a dumb thing to wonder, because, like, why would you not care if people didn't care about your opinions? That would be, I don't know. I guess some people don't care about other people's opinions, but I kind of do. But anyway, in my club, I know that if I express an opinion on something, it's a very receptive group, and they'll listen to what I have to say. But outside of the club, even talking to people in the club, outside of the club, if I'm talking about something not related to the club, it'll feel like I say something and then everyone just kind of ignores it, which doesn't feel the greatest, TBH. And I guess it could be like a perception thing. Maybe they're not actually doing that, but that's what it feels like sometimes. It feels like I'm talking, you know, that a gif of that guy talking to the wall. That's how I feel talking a lot of the time. And it kind of makes me feel like my opinion isn't really valued. And I guess I wouldn't know if it is, because I don't perceive it as being such. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, but it's been kind of bothering me more recently, since I've been making an effort to talk to people more. Like, maybe like a month ago, I wasn't really great at talking to people, and maybe it was partially because of this, but it was mostly because I don't know why. I never really, I guess I never really tried. I don't know. I guess I did try, but maybe my method of coming at it was wrong. I don't know. I can't really tell you what's changed. Maybe it's because I got more comfortable talking about myself to people, because I know I wasn't the most open person maybe a month ago, but over this past month I've been making an effort to try to talk to people more and let people get to know me. Ooh. I'll be buying that. Yeah, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been making an effort to talk to people and get better at conversation, so I can, you know, strengthen my relationships with people. So I'm sure everybody would like to do. And I think I've been succeeding pretty well. I would consider myself to be friends with everybody in my club, which is not something I could have said maybe a few months ago. But I've, like, a couple months ago, I had a conversation with one of my club members, and this kind of stuck with me, because I'll just tell you the conversation, and then I'll explain why it stuck with me. So, I was talking to one of my friends in the club. I guess we weren't really friends, more like club members at the time. I would consider us friends now, but at the time, she was like, I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, But eventually, we were talking about something related to compliments, and I haven't really ever given anyone compliments, even if I think it in my head, which usually I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have said it. I don't know, like I guess in my head it's like too embarrassing, or I feel like whatever I would compliment somebody on, I don't know if it's appropriate to compliment. Like I don't know what I can compliment without it being weird, I guess. Oh, I forgot to get enough. I didn't get the opportunity to get enough coins. Oh, I wouldn't have wanted this anyway. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know, I was scared of giving compliments for one reason or another. But that conversation stuck with me because I was like, why? Like, so what happened is we were talking about compliments, and then she asked me to give her a compliment, and I was unable to, and I felt like a huge asshole. TBH, that means to be honest for anyone new to the channel. Yeah, I felt like a bad person. And there were things to compliment, but I guess maybe my mind blanked in the moment, or maybe I was too scared to say it. But I was just unable to. I don't know. But anyway, that was a few months ago. But I feel like today, I could compliment every single person in my club on something. And it wouldn't even have to be related to what the club actually was. And yeah, there's some things I don't really pick up on, like fashion. It's never really been my thing. But I think I could compliment every single person in my club now. And I think that's kind of a testament to how far I've come over these past couple of months. Where was I going with this? Anyway, I was talking about how I don't feel like my opinions matter. So, I've been talking to people outside of my club more. Like, outside of our club meeting, I've been talking to the people in my club more. But, with some people, okay, so with some people, they're really easy to talk to about stuff. Like, there's 2 people in my club that I could talk to. I guess maybe, I don't know, I'll just finish what I was saying. There's like 2 people that I know I could talk to about stuff, and I know that they would listen and care. But there's also some people who I try to talk to, and then I say my piece, and then they just move on like I didn't say anything. And I don't know if that's like normal, because I'm not a Riz wizard. I don't have the charisma and conversational skills to know if that's normal. But I don't feel like it would be. I feel like, I don't know. I know that if somebody was talking to me about something, I would ask like follow-up questions and stuff. But I don't know. Like even a few months ago, if somebody was telling me about something, I would ask follow-up questions. But also, I know a few months ago, okay. People, okay. I'll say this. Sometimes when I'm talking to somebody about something, well, no, this hasn't happened in a while. But in the past, when somebody would be talking to me, sometimes I would have zero interest in whatever they were talking about, and it's not easy for me to feign interest in what they were talking about. Like I would ask follow-up questions about it, because on a certain level I was kind of interested, because it's not something I was familiar with. But also, it was something I didn't know anything about, and I didn't care all too much. I hate this boss. If I could kill this thing before it reaches me, that would be nice. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if it showed on my expression or something whenever I would be talking to somebody and I didn't have any interest in what they were talking about. But I feel like I always tried to like ask follow-up questions about whatever they're talking about, just to I don't know, try to gain interest in it, I guess. Because like if somebody wants to talk to me about something, I gotta at least try, you know? I don't know if that's weird. I guess that it feels like the polite thing to do. But sometimes when I'm talking to people, I'll say something and they it feels like they just ignore it. I already said that. But it kind of hurts, you know. It's like you're trying to have a conversation. And that's kind of why I didn't really want to. I don't want to seem rude by not showing interest in what other people are trying to talk about to me. Yeah, but I guess feeling like what I'm saying, it doesn't really matter to whoever I'm talking to. It makes me less inclined to share my opinions. I mean, okay, people. I guess maybe I'm being annoying because I know I'm a very opinionated person. I have people call me Hot Take Hayden. I call myself that, but it'll catch on because a lot of my opinions are not. They're kind of against the grain. A lot of, let's say for example, I'm not really the biggest fried chicken fan. Like, well, I'm not the biggest fast food fried chicken fan. Not take it. Yeah, but stuff like that, or like, I have very strong opinions on flavors of ice cream, and I don't know. I like ice cream a lot. I feel like that's interesting, but I'll try to talk about it sometimes, and then it just gets glazed over. I guess it doesn't really matter. But still, it kind of sucks when you're trying to share stuff about yourself or share your thoughts and then it gets kind of glossed over. Or in a conversation, if people are talking and then they don't ask for my input, that also kind of hurts. I'm not crying. That was a voice crack because I'm 4 years old. No. But yeah, I don't know. I guess ultimately I just want to feel like I am included in the conversation, and it just feels like I'm not included in the conversation a lot of the time. I don't really know what to do about it. I kind of know if it's because I'm not interesting enough or they don't really care about what I have to say, like regardless of my opinion. I don't know. I guess I should specify A lot of this comes from the person that I was talking about for a few videos. Maybe it's just like a recovery. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a temporary thing. But thinking back on it, she was kind of like it before. So maybe it's just one of her quirks. But anyway, it's not just her. I have conversations with a lot of people that feel the same way. I don't know. Ooh, I almost hurt myself for no reason. Yeah, I just want to feel like I belong in a conversation and in the group about whatever we're talking about, because that's just a nice, it's reassuring, as I'm sure you'd imagine, to know that people care about the things that you're saying, and it just doesn't feel that way when I'm talking a lot of the time. But anyway, there are, I mentioned this earlier, there are people in my club that I could talk to, and they're very good at listening. So maybe it's just a person by person thing. Maybe it's not a personal thing against me. Maybe it's just a person by person thing. But who knows? I don't. I will say, I have really enjoyed just getting to talk to these people more. It's a very nice feeling, being able to talk to people more often than I had been, because before I wasn't really talking to anyone. I don't really text people still. I feel like that would be awkward. Maybe that's just in my head though. But I can't really complain too much about how the way things are right now. 2 sun cards. Oh, fuck you. Wait, oh, I'm dumb. Whatever. I haven't gotten hit this whole time by anything, so I'll probably continue. I'll just keep doing that. I think talking about my deepest, darkest emotions on this channel, I think that has improved my conversational ability a lot. I think it has made me a more an easier person to talk to, I guess. I feel like I'm easier to talk to now. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really have anything else to say. That's why I was being kind of quiet. So I'll just end it here. Goodbye, everybody. Blah, 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 blah.